in that curious stage, you're really asking them, where are you right now in this buying decision? Where are you mentally? Where are you emotionally? Where are you physically with the money, the time, the priority? What is it that I can do for you in this moment to make sure you're in the right stage so I can meet your needs in this moment? Curious, this stage, the reason why it's so important is this is your first impression, and most of us don't get a whole lot of opportunities here. So stage one of the sales cycle is curious. Now, what's something I want you to really understand about this stage is when you first have a conversation with a prospect, this is the stage they started, regardless of how they came to you, regardless of what they've already said to you. You start with this stage, and you will use this stage to evaluate where are they in their actual decision making, where are they and what are they ready for in the sales cycle, and then you can shift them accordingly. And the reason why I call this stage curious is because for you, what is most important that you do in this stage is be curious. Now, there's something really important about that word. A curious person is someone who is open, interested, listening. This is not a time to assume. This is not a time to push. This is not a time to be invasive. But if you get too pinpointed with your questions, you become invasive. And that is not what you want to be in this stage. You want to be warm, welcoming, inviting, and curious. You want to understand who that person is. You want to understand what are their needs? What are the needs that match with what you do? How can you support them? You really need to get clear on who this person is, what kind of personality type they have. But being curious will give you so much information. It'll give you everything you need in order to guide them through the other stages of the sales cycle. You want to evaluate their awareness. Once you assess their awareness, then you can look at how interested are they in this moment. And lastly, you're assessing their readiness. And if you'll notice on the stages, those are all different stages. Let's say you walk into a hardware store. You know why you're there. You know what you're looking for, but you have come to this store with a need. You are looking to purchase something potentially from this store. Now, when an associate walks up to you, there's a couple of different ways they can interact with you in this moment. They can assume they know what you want and point you in directions. They could be prompted to guide you into a certain kind of purchase, which if that's not what you're wanting, that can feel very invasive, and very out of alignment with what you need. And if they're trying to push you into something that you don't want, you're probably not going to stick around very long. So really understand, what does that associate need to do in that moment? Be curious. Hi, sir, what are you in here for? What can I help you find? And allow you to speak. And they should listen, make eye contact, smile, all the things that we do when we're trying to be congenial and interact with somebody, and show that we're really there for them. This stage sets the foundation for the rest of the experience they have with your business. So however they come into your doors is important. This accounts for virtual businesses as well. All businesses have a first impression. There is a difference between marketing and sales. And marketing is about speaking to the masses. Your marketing is all about giving a message to lots of people within your audience. Your sales conversations are about the individual. So when you have someone enter in the stage, they may already interacted with your marketing, so they may already know a bit about you. They may already know about your solution, how it fits their need, and so they may already be relatively along the sales cycle. But if you don't start out curious, if they give you just the tiniest clue that they're farther along in that cycle and you jump too quick, you're going to miss out on the opportunity to create that foundation of the relationship that you're creating with them in that moment. So don't jump out of the stage too quickly. Stay here and get to know them. Stay curious. And also, we never want to underestimate the power of that one-to-one connection that you have. You are the associate. You are that person in front of them in that moment, helping guide them on making the decision whether this is the solution they want to purchase. Because all buying decisions have a strong emotional component, and that emotional bond they create with you, the person in front of them right now, will determine how likely they are to purchase from you, how loyal they're going to be, and how good of a champion they'll be for you later on. So in that curious stage, you're really asking them, where are you right now in this buying decision? Where are you mentally? Where are you emotionally? Where are you physically with the money, the time, the priority? What is it that I can do for you in this moment to make sure you're in the right stage so I can meet your needs in this moment? That is why the curious stage is probably one of the most important stages, because you are helping understand where they are and what they need from you. So this is just the first of the 6 stages. It's a very important one. Stick with me. Let's look at the other 5 stages. You're going to love this stuff.